Okay. Okay. Wow. I wonder if anyone is here in the chat. I'm trying to do a live stream, but it's not working like I want it to work. I wonder if hi, can you hear me? Chat. I'm trying to do a live stream. Can you hear me, anyone? But it's not working like I want it to work. I don't think so. I think it's a different one. Can you hear me? New devices. Let us see what's going on. It's not live streaming yet. Wow. Okay, you are watching. I am very sorry, everyone, in case you can hear me. Okay, I tried to I tried to start this live stream on the other one that I had planned, but somehow it started a new video because I'm doing it over Zoom. So let me see if this is working. I'm sorry, everybody. No visuals yet. Yeah, like I have a new computer, a new phone, everything new. And I can't do a regular live stream. I had to connect it to Zoom, my friends. So let me see. Personal meeting. I'm going to go over to Zoom, turn on the camera. If you can see me, then I have to tell the others from the planned meeting to come. Oh, wow. Title, Natasha's personal meeting room. That's hilarious, eh? I wonder if I can still change that title. I'm still in Kapstadt. Yeah, I am. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me see. Let me go to Zoom. Here I am. Start the video. Let's start the video. Start video. Something worked at least. Oh, ha. Yes, here I am. Let me put it over here this way. Hi, can you guys see me now? You can hear me. Okay, 1 second. The camera over here. Wow, so I did connect it. It's working. It's working. Okay, give me 1 second. My dear friends, I am sorry. I have to do all this by myself, you see. Okay, give me a second. It's recording. I'm live on YouTube. Yes. Okay, so let me go out and type in the other one that they have to come over. I'm just going to put the link of this YouTube video in there because it popped up on my Brave browser and I'm on the other browser. I wish some of you are here to help me with this. 21 watching. I wonder if I can change that title. Share. Okay, I'm going to copy the link and post it where everyone else is waiting for me. All right. Oh, it's so complicated. All right. Hello, I'm on this live stream here. Let's see if that worked. hop over. Please hop over, because I got 17 people watching on the other one. It's the Anunnaki. It's the Anunnaki who are trying to ruin me here. With the technical stuff. Okay, let me see if I can go into the studio and change some stuff here. Okay, all right. We're almost there, my beautiful friends. We're almost there. Okay, YouTube studio. Let me see if I can get into my own live stream, if that's possible. Okay, wow, live. I hope you're all still here. Thank you so much. We're gonna have an awesome live stream, my friends, okay? Let me see. Oh, I think I can edit it. Edit title and description. Okay, so we're gonna do, just so people can find us properly here. Annunaki Slaves or Masters. How do you like my thumbnail, my friends? Okay, we're almost ready. We're almost ready. I mean, you got to say bravo, right? In my old human age, connecting all this stuff, Zoom and configuring it, right? We're almost there. Okay, let's see. Save. Boom. Okay. 32 people in the house. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. So I just have to make sure that the others are coming here. Okay. Almost there, my friends. Don't go away. I'm sorry. I had it all set up, but it popped up in another video. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Save. And I'm gonna come right back to you in 1 second. Perfect. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. I hope you can still see me, my friends. I hope you can still see me and everything is good. So let's do this. 1 more second. 1 more second. Got the thumbnail up. Save. Yes. Okay. I think it's working, my friends. Going back to Zoom. And I will be with you in 1 second. Yes, yes, we are here. We are live. Now we can start. I'm sorry about not being able to do this video yesterday. Now, the only thing I have to do is see your comments, see if you're all still here. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, my friends? Let me see. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay. It's popping up. It's popping up. The chat's popping up. I'm excited. 42 people in the house. You guys are amazing. Yes, here we are. Lydia, Ocean of Love, Caroline. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. You guys, thank you so much for being so patient with me here. You guys are awesome. Okay, so my friends, I've got something very special for you today. And the time is now. Oh yes, thank you, thank you. We have a good internet connection. Everything is working out fine. Okay, Daniel, Helly, HXG Gonzalez, Sharon, you're there too. Thank you. 2 a.m. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I hope it is not lagging. I hope everything is good. Can you just give me a yes, that it's smooth, and then we can start. I got my pendulum here. I got my list of politicians here. You might have to help me out with some others that I don't have on the list. And we're going to do this, my friends. Thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the camera that it's a little further down so I don't keep looking down here. All right. So, my beautiful friends, the Annunaki Slave Matrix. I've been talking about this a lot lately, and it's because since I've been here in Africa, specifically, that's my paradise family. Sorry, it's early in the morning, it's 8 o'clock here. I was saying, why do I have to do this for 8 a.m.? But you guys are there at 2 a.m. So since I've been in Africa, I have been receiving incredible information. Things have shifted. Things have shifted. For me, I am getting amazing new insights since I've been here. And South Africa is Anunnaki country, right? We know what's been going on in the world. And you know that I have been guided here so I can live my best life. I do everything by divine guidance, right, my friends? I'm going to look here into the chat. So when I look down, it means I'm looking what you guys are saying. Hello from Cape Town, Catherine. Cape Townians, we got to meet up. You got to send me a message. We got to meet up, eh? So I've been realizing in the past few months that what's happening in the world, why everyone is so obedient, why everyone is complying with things that even don't make sense anymore, why the world is how it is. There is a root to it. It's a root that goes back so far. And if you've watched my video about the Annunaki Slave Matrix I did a couple of weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about. And I will quickly sum it up, and then we're going to go into checking the different people, famous people, to see what's going on with them, the world leaders, to see what's going on with them. Very quickly explained again in a nutshell, 400,000 years ago, a negative soul group called the Anunnaki from the planet Nibiru, who comes here on an elliptical orbit every 8,000 years. I think it's about 8,000 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, my friends. You know about this as well. They came to mine gold, and they found a beautiful planet with an age, and I call it the Lemurian age, the Lemurian era. Lemuria was not only a place. To me, my frame of reference, it was an era a long time ago where humans lived in harmony. There were already starseeds here, and I've seen visions here of the Lemurian age. I feel it. I've seen places. There were fairies and dragons and humans and unicorns and all kinds of other starseeds already. Not as many as there were now, but there were a lot. And it was a very beautiful and peaceful era. And I feel that the Anunnaki appeared here before the Draconians did, right? The Draconians came later. They came later. But the Anunnaki came. They needed the gold. And South Africa is full of mines, right? So they started to mine the gold using the humans. And if there is a peaceful and free society, how are we going to get them to comply? You put a black magic spell on them. You make them obedient and compliant. You create a slave race. And this has happened many times throughout cosmic and galactic history. Even if you watch Lord of the Rings, the slave races they create genetically, the orcs and some other strange creatures as well. I hope this is making sense so far, my friends. Yeah, you read 3,600 years. It's longer. It's longer. It's longer. 3,600. Yeah, I mean, there's different frames of reference, right? So what I feel happened and what I've seen and channeled and what makes sense is they, through magical genetical manipulation, not in a lab, magic. That's why everyone here, everyone in the world who is going along with negative agendas and who has been going along with negative agendas throughout history. It is a hypnosis black magic spell. The spell they put on locked up the DNA that makes us sovereign and free and peaceful and happy and how we are meant to be. They locked that up and they created an obedience code. They put an obedience code upon it. That's why everyone wants to be obedient out there in the world. Yeah, like, just give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I'm not saying that everyone who has had this is necessary like that. I know that we all make choices out of different reasons and nobody is ostracized or pinpointed here. I know that here in this community, we have people who have made different choices that they needed to make. And that is absolutely fine, right? Absolutely good, absolutely fine. Like I've always said, we all make choices sometimes that we need to make according to our frame of reference, according to our belief systems. And I'm very neutral about it, even though I know that what's happening now, the whole agenda that is happening now, I have to be careful what I say, is very, very, very negative, especially that which they want us to put in our bodies was created to subdue us even more, to make us sick, to separate our soul from our body, to have us comply even more and go more into that timeline of the AI merging with the body, the timeline of the grays, a negative timeline, right? Because if your soul is not very consciously connected to your body, if you don't have that connection, that divine connection, obviously you're not going to be a sovereign ascending being so easily, and you can be more easily controlled, right? And negative soul groups need subservient people that they can use as slaves, that they can get their energy from. Does that all make sense so far? Is that explanation making sense, my friends? Hello, Firefly. Thank you, everybody. So I hope that's making sense. There's a little bit of a lag from what I'm saying to YouTube here. Oh gosh, I'm looking very pale this morning. Oh my goodness. Oh well. So I hope that's making sense so far. 68 people in the house. Yes. Okay. So the slave matrix, that I call it, created by the Anunnaki, is a genetical, karmic bloodline element. Okay, it's bloodline. It's a physical thing. And we know that we have bloodline karma sometimes. So we are born into a family where we are an energetic match to that body and to that bloodline. So we as souls coming down to earth, incarnating in a human body, we always have to, it's a cosmic law, incarnate in a vibrational match. So each and every single one of you has incarnated in the situation, in the body, in the family where there is a vibrational match with a certain percentage of your DNA locked up in that black magic spell. And this can only be unlocked through consciousness. So depending what a journey you have taken as a soul throughout your past lives, that those choices that you've made, how far you've come, your vibration, it's a little bit complex, determines why you are born into a certain body, a certain family, a certain karmic history, bloodline history, ancestral history. So recently I channeled as well that this slave matrix is a physical thing. It's a spell put upon the DNA that is carried along through your ancestors from 400,000 years ago, right? It's carried on. And this can only be undone through consciousness. So lifetime after lifetime, as we opened up, unlocked our consciousness more and more as we came into these human bodies, we were able to incarnate in families, bodies, and situations with less and less slave DNA. Does that make sense? So that slave matrix is actually ancestral karma that we were born into, right? Doesn't mean that our soul is locked up in the slave matrix, but since we are a soul merged with a human body, what our ancestors bring us. There's so much ancestral karma that we carry along, right? There can be ancestral vows, ancestral contracts. There can be very negative bloodline, I would say, traumas that we genetically take on from our parents and grandparents, right? So okay, thank you. So that's basically how I see it. So the slave matrix is something that I've been realizing lately. And then a few days ago, I was sitting under that tree right there. There's a beautiful tree here. It's a tree that knows a lot, and the wind was coming, and the wind sometimes brings me information. And I realized that is something that we can actually measure. We can measure the percentage of the slave matrix DNA in our bodies. And that's what I've been doing. I've been channeling people's slave matrix DNA. It's really interesting, and my own as well. You know that I channel stuff, Starseed Origins, all different kinds of things. And this is something that we can actually measure. And today I want to measure this for our leaders to see how it makes sense. And the webinar, which I posted a few videos up, I think it's the last video I posted. In that webinar, what I'm going to do, if you guys sign up, so this is a little bit of a promotion for my webinar, for the new work that I'm doing, I'm going to measure your slave matrix number, and then we're going to clear it through consciousness. We're going to start releasing that, because what does the slave matrix do? It's an obedience code. It makes us be stuck in society and think we have to comply, not only with what's happening now, the jab, the rules, the regulations, it's everything. It keeps us in the system. It keeps us tied and bound genetically. And I mean, it's not easy to undo. It's really not easy to undo this spell. It takes a lot of spiritual work, but this is going to be a shortcut, my friends. So if you guys are interested, and after I read for these famous people, I can really tell you it's going to be really amazing work. We're going to do this next week. This is Sunday, right? Next week, no, this week, Saturday, we're going to get together and we're going to clear it. And on Friday, everyone who participates, I'm going to channel your percentage of slave matrix DNA. So guys, come join me in this one. This one's going to be really, really important. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to activate the Starseed DNA, because you have to think about it. We are soul and body merged, soul and body merged. And the interesting thing is that consciousness, energy, higher dimensional consciousness, that is what can unlock anything negative and dense, including these black magic Anunnaki spells that were put upon us. You know that we can heal ourselves through consciousness. We ascend through consciousness, and we activate our Starseed DNA, which is also a mixture. I feel it's like this. It's a mixture of the physical and the energetic, right? So that way we can unlock our Starseed DNA, which means it is a huge step towards ascension, because we're basically making our body less dense. We're basically activating the crystalline structures of our DNA. We are infusing light codes into our body, and that will make us expand physically and will help us in our ascension process. So that's what I'm going to do on Saturday, okay, in this webinar. So the link is below this video as well if you guys want to join. I already have a whole bunch of people signed up, so it's like really cool. So bring it on, you guys say. I'm looking so tired. I'm seeing myself in the video. Ah. Okay, so you want to know my slave matrix number? You want to know? 0.0. I was like, what? Really? 0.0, my friends. As an example of an awakened Pleiadian whale being starseed. So it's possible. The Paradise family I'm with here, there's one son, the oldest son called Maxi. He's got 0.0. He was born with 0.0. Isn't that amazing? And the other people in the family, they have 0.3, and the father has 35%. 35. he's out there working. He's in the matrix. He's more in the matrix, and he's the one who is fighting every day in this hard world and stuck in it. And the interesting thing is also this, I will tell you this, I was only going to tell you in the seminar, but the thing is this, that slave matrix number cannot go up. It can only go down because it's genetical. It's the remnants of the physical spell put upon us. And we know that there are codes in our DNA that nobody knows how to read. It's junk DNA. They call it junk DNA. It's like, it's useless. It's because it's hidden under that spell and it's not active. And that's what makes us the free, sovereign, divine beings that we are, right? So that's the interesting thing. So when reading your number, you can be anywhere between 0 and 97% locked up slave matrix. I was born, I channeled mine. I think I was born with 4.6% only, and now it's down to 0 because of all the work that I've done and because I've freed myself from the systems. I'm like, you know? So it would be interesting to see how much you have. Let's do it, my friends. Let's do it, okay? Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. It's expensive. Can you give a discount to Essa? You guys, you know me a little bit, maybe. If there's something you really want to participate in and really can't afford, write me an email. Do you think I would say no? I'll try to make it happen for you guys. I'm already giving you the option with this webinar to pay 3 different structures, however much you can. And if you really, really can't, and you really, really want to come, write me an email, my friends, all right? Because this is going to be amazing. This is going to be really powerful. Let's do it. 98 people in the house. Yes. Okay. Who do you want to do first? I got a list of people I made this list a little while ago. Now, what you need to do to help me on this, let me see. Celebrities, the Kardashians, Hillary. Oh, I got Trudeau here. Yes. You know what? I don't think I have. Let me see. Whoever I don't have on this list, you guys will have to get the birth data for me. Born where and when and full name. Putin, I think I don't have on this list. We're going to start with Donald Trump. Now, you have to promise me one thing. You're not going to get all crazy because we're talking about political leaders who may be your heroes, who may be the ones you think are saviors, or some of you may think they're horrible, nasty people. We're not going to go crazy. We're going to be neutral. Can you do that? Can you do that with me, my friends? Can you be neutral? Look at it from a higher perspective. We are starseeds. Come on, we're multidimensional beings. We're going to go up and look at it from a 5th, 6th dimensional perspective, looking down on Earth, all the struggles, all the stuff going on, the Anunnaki, the Draconians, everyone affected. And this is physical DNA. So we can have the most positive person in the world with a high slave matrix number. And what I'm going to do with these leaders, another thing that I got as a message, if they do have, some of them may not have it, if they do have slave matrix DNA percentage, if they are the ones on the slave side, or if they're the slave masters, Annunaki slave masters. And it's interesting because the Anunnaki and the Draconians, I feel, are 2 different negative soul groups. Anunnaki came first, Draconians came second, that are working in different areas of the world or in different countries. And I don't think these negative soul groups are really that friendly. They're kind of, they have the same goal, which is to destroy, subdue, govern. We know they're negative. So it may be that, this is what I feel. I feel the Anunnaki are they're more tricky, more intricate, kind of more powerful, more intelligent. The Draconians are a little more, I would say, primitive. They came later. So it could be that someone who is working for the Draconian side is also an Annunaki slave, right? It could be that someone who is working for the Anunnaki more is a slave master. You see, it could be that all of them that we see are slaves, right? And that the true masters are just off planet or underground. I don't know. So you see this? This is really interesting. And you know, I don't talk a lot about this negative stuff, but it is what it is, my friends. Come on, look at the world out there. What's going on? And I'm not worried because me and you, we can be out of the system. We don't have to be affected by it, but we have to know what's going on with our genetical structures. And we have to be able to clear it. Boom, take it out, take it away. No more slaves. No more slaves. So, my friends, let me see here. Oh, there's only the top chat. Let me put it on the live chat. And I want to know if you guys can please be neutral. Be neutral. And you know, I talked briefly about the WAR in Russia, right? And you were saying, so who's on the good side? Who's on the bad side? Who's on the good side, right? I'm going to try to step away and be neutral. But what I see on Earth from a higher perspective is that there are very, very few consciously awake, totally ascended leaders. They can be even against each other. One leader can be doing something that's positive, but they can still be negative. When I talked about Trump, and I'm going to be super open, when I analyzed Trump a couple of years back, I was like, I didn't really like him that much, my friends, but I found him to be a necessary element coming in, a positive element. I was even surprised, right? And I still hold that perspective. I still hold that perspective that perhaps this man, and I know some of you or a lot of you are like, he's my hero, he's the savior. I don't see anyone necessarily as a savior. We are all saviors. You and me, we are the ones that we've been waiting for. And I feel that anyone who even gets to be a world leader, I mean, Trump, it was a little bit of a different situation. We know this, he wasn't a politician and all that type of stuff, right? But anyone who gets to be in such a leadership position on this 3D earth right now in such a low vibration can't be an angelic being like this, because the world just couldn't accept that. We're not at that level. We're in a very, very primitive time here on Earth. I feel Earth is so incredibly primitive and ridiculous and low vibrational, right? So people who instigate wars of any kind, I mean, how ascended and elated and I don't know, how can they be like that? I don't know. So do you know what I'm saying, my friends? This is a very tricky subject, very tricky. And I try to be a little bit more neutral about everything. All I know is that I'm doing my best to shine the light. Okay. And there's so many different perspectives, and the negatives who rule the world have many, many different fractions. And if there's two sides, it doesn't mean one side has to be completely right and the other completely wrong. They can both be wrong to a degree. That's all I'm saying. So let's stay neutral and don't attack me. Don't attack me, my friends, if I get a result that you don't like. Because remember, the slave matrix is a physical genetical thing. And remember that most beautiful Alpha Centauri husband here of that family, he was 35% slave matrix, and he's going to clear it. We have not progressed much spiritly. Most politicians are puppets. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you guys. Yeah. Regarding the big T, you remember the video, huh? You know how many people left my channel and told me, you love Trump, that's all you do. And it's like, wow, you know, even when I made the recent video trying to bring a very neutral perspective about the WAR, I still had some very nasty comments saying, oh, you are saying that this person is right, you love this person or that person. I was like, no. I'm very careful. Because it's very, very deceptive. And remember, I said that you do not have to take a side. I always take the side of the light, And sometimes it's very obvious where people stand. And I do have my perspectives on most of the world leaders. Most of the world leaders, I can say straight out, from my perspective, are very, very negative and directly working for the CABAL. As slaves or masters, we'll find out. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. He stole the bust of Lincoln. I'm a Canadian. All right. Shall we start? I got my singing bowl here. Oh, where's my little ding thingy? Let me see. Let me go get it, my friends. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go get it. 1 second. Can't find it, but that's okay. I'm back. Let's do it. I got my pendulum. Trump. Let's do this. Let's tune in. What I'm doing, I'm in the Akashic Records. I just went there in 1 second. Boom. And what I'm doing is that I am reading the public profile of famous people who put themselves out there, that are photographed, that are public figures. I feel that they undergo, not a contract, but they know that people can see them, can look at their history, and in the Akashic Records, it's the same. So I'm allowed to look at the public profile of these. It's like a public Akashic Record profile. And just so you know, everyone who incarnates as a famous person, everyone who incarnates leaves an imprint above Earth in the time-space folds. Up there, 5D, 6D, time is not the same. So the Earth is like this. And I see like the energetic matrix of the Earth. Naturally, time-space starts to warp. And in the time-space continuum of Earth, there are pockets and folds where anyone who incarnates leaves an imprint. I can go and look for that imprint and know things about them. That's how I do it. So I'm not going into their personal Akashic record and like going deep, because I don't do that, because I don't have their permission. But I can know things about them from that, what I just explained. What do you think about that? Interesting, huh? So we all leave imprints that are actually viewable after incarnating. Each lifetime is imprinted up there for others to see, and you could hide it or you can give it to the public. Okay. All right, let's do it, Trump. I'm going to tune in. And I want someone to look up Putin's stuff and then put it in the chat later. I need Putin's full name, birth data, and place of birth. And I don't have a pen, I'll get it in a moment. So let's see. Now, Trump, let me just tune in if what I channeled, if there's anything to add. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gandalf. Thank you, my guides. Okay, there's new guides showing up for me in the Akashic Records. They're like, no, they're not new, they're the 3 stars. Recently, 3 new guides showed up that were so bright, and they're actually star consciousnesses, and they're coming in again now to help me with this. Thank you. I got Gandalf, my Arcturian master guide, gatekeeper, 3 stars, and my other 3 guides. Can we get divine truth for Donald Trump? Am I permitted to get this information? I channeled that he was Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. Is that true? Yes, Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. I also had not actively serving the CABAL, the Cabal that we know. Is that also true? Yes. Consciously not serving them. Okay. All right. I don't care if you love or hate him, my friends. I'm neutral. This is what I got. All right. So let's do this. Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. Let me see. Is there anything else to add? There is something else to add. Let me see. Polaris. He played a part in Polaris. how I work now, I get instant boom things into my brain, instant information into my brain. That's how I'm starting to work. Hopefully I'll be able to just look at an Akashic record and know everything. I'm trying to get there. Polaris. Okay, I see it. Donald Trump played a role in the Polaris galactic history as well. Interesting. He's a positive soul. Still positive, yes. Okay. Now, Slave Matrix. Oh, sorry. I have to have a pen. I have to get a pen, my friends. I have to get a pen. One more second. Sorry. I'm so well prepared, as you can see. Why did I have to do a live stream at 8 a.m.? Huh? Okay. All right. So, Donald Trump, is he holding a percentage of slave matrix DNA currently at the moment? Yes or no? Yes. He's holding some. Okay. Most people who haven't done really strong spiritual work are holding some. Because if we're born with a certain amount coming from our ancestors, we have to do a lot of work to purge that, a lot of consciousness work. We're changing our DNA with our consciousness. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not easy. How much is Donald Trump holding of the slave matrix DNA, physical DNA? It's not a high percentage. Is that true? I'm getting a percentage in my head. 13 to 18. Okay, which number is it? 13, 18. 18%. That's not a lot. For someone who's not consciously a super spiritual person, 18% he's holding. So, sorry. Was he born with more? Remember this number you were born with? Through your ancestors. And it cannot go up because unless an Anunnaki comes physically and creates a new spell, the dream spells that we are put under through social media, through mainstream media, through society, something different. This is genetical. Okay. Was he born with a higher amount? I'm getting a number in my head. Wow. 38. He was born with 38%, and now he has 18%. That means he's gotten rid of 20%. That means he is still in that system to a certain degree. And as a politician, is it possible to really purge all of it? If you can't just sell everything and fly to Africa and go to the bush, maybe difficult, okay? Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. Now, so he still has some of that physical DNA of his locked up under that Anunnaki black magic spell, which does not make him a bad person or a good person. It's a neutral number, okay? Okay, let me see. And is this the spell received as an obedience code? So I have it in two categories. Spell received as an obedience code, that means you were affected by it, or master, slave master. That means you're actively perpetuating it and being a slave master over others. So is it for him, is it slave? Yeah, slave. So he's not a slave master, which is good, which is very good. So he's not an Anunnaki perpetuating slave master. Didn't think so. Okay, so what do you think, you guys? Am I able to clear it? No. That's the thing. We cannot clear anything for anyone else who's not participating in the clearing. That's the problem. Or else I would clear the whole world in 1 second, or we would all be doing that work. We can uphold vibrations, but clearing something specifically for someone else is very, very difficult. We can try to, you know, do clearings for the world. We can try to help by raising vibration, but in the end, by doing our own work, we are helping more. Okay, so that's interesting. Do you guys agree? Like, does this resonate at all with you, that number? No matter if you love or hate him? Does it make sense? So this is really interesting, huh? So for those who are new here, my slave matrix born number was about 4.5. Now it's 0.0. So you can't clear it. But I've done a lot of work and I've freed myself from the whole from the whole complex of society. Let's continue. Let's continue. Melania Trump. Ooh, Melania. I don't have her birth data here, but maybe I can get to her over Donald's Akashic record imprint. Can I get Melania? Yes. I got in those days that she's Pleiadian, not serving the Cabal either. Like I said, no judgment. I'm not saying she's good or bad. I'm not going to say these things right here, right now. I do have my own perspectives, but right? She is a positive soul, Pleiadian, not serving the CABAL. Let's see, does she have, oh, no. No. Look at that, look at that. Does she have any slave matrix DNA? No. She's purged it. Interesting, isn't it? Was she born with any? Yes, she was. That's very interesting. Wow. Immediate answer. She does not have any slave matrix DNA right now. Was she born? She was born with it, what? 21%. She was born with 21%, so a very low amount. She has none right now. When she was born with it, was it as master or slave? Was it as slave? As a slave, not the master. All right, so we got those two. Okay. Try not to be biased at all. No judgments, we are Starseed, that's right. Who is he that you're talking about? So guys, even in the chat, let's try to be a little more neutral because we all have different perspectives. We don't want this to end up in a big argument, right? And the interesting thing is, like, there are different timelines, different realities, different perspectives. And everyone's perspective may have something to it. That's why I'm always very careful. Hillary Clinton, I've got her on my list here. You want to know? Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. Hillary Clinton, what I diagnosed for her starseed origin was Sirius with a draconian soul shift. The draconian in there too. So the designated soul was the first breath of life soul is in there 69%. This was like a year ago or two. The negative second draconian soul, 31%. Let me see, has this changed? Am I in already? Oh, I'm in already. So she was 51% positive. No, 51% negativity she had. Has that shifted? Yes. Is she a complete negative soul? Okay, she's a negative soul now, all right? Negative soul. She's a completely negative soul. And I'm sorry to say, my perspective on her is not very good, my friends. Not very positive at all. There, I do have a strong perspective. My human, all right? Negative, she's a negative soul now. Wow. Does she have any other souls in there? No. Sirius, you see, all starseeds can be corrupted. Sirius, Draconian, she's turned negative. She's lost her spark to the divine. Yes. What I wrote then and what I channeled then, actively serving the CABAL. Is that still true? Is she actively serving them? Yes. Consciously? Yes. Does she have slave matrix? Yes. Remember, Anunnaki and Draconians are two different things. What is her slave matrix number? We may be surprised, my friends. We may be surprised. 61. I'm getting 61. 61% slave matrix. That's pretty high. Now, did she have a higher when she was born? Yeah, she did. What was it? 79. 79% slave matrix locked up DNA at birth. 61 slave matrix now. Okay. I wonder if the slave and master thing has to be a percentage or if it's just black and white. Let's ask. Can I know if she's more slave or master? What is she? Is she more slave? Is she more master? Ooh, master. She's a master. Ooh. Annunaki Slave Master. Is there a, can I do a percentage? No. Master or slave. You either master, so she's a master. She's an Anunnaki Slave Master. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. You don't have much objective thoughts about the government, says Firefly. We're allowed to, man. We're allowed to know what we know, have our opinions and perspectives, right? What do you think about that? She's an Anunnaki slave master too. What about the Draconian soul shift? What a mix, huh? I'm sorry, but this is not a very positive situation for any one of those of you who are like her or who think that she's positive. I'm sorry. This is what I'm getting. All right. Very interesting. Ooh, what are you saying? True master. 80 as your assumption. That's pretty good, Deepika. That's pretty good. 79 I had at birth. You got 80. So she is slave matrix. Master 79 to 61%. Let me just try to tune in to see how that can happen. Let me see. Okay, I see. At birth, you're not so consciously aware of who you are. And you go into contracts. And the masters have a lesser percentage because they're more consciously aware of what's going on. All right, that makes sense. Does that make sense, my friends? Wow. Yeah. And the thing is, Ocean of Love, she still had connection to the divine when I channeled her last. So that's how it is. How about Joe Biden? I got Joe. I got the old Joe here. I think I don't have, my gosh, Joe Biden. I think it's pretty clear how I feel about him. What I had a year or two ago, 69% negativity, Polaris Spica, he's a starseed. 92% serving the cabal, moving towards destruction. So he's, let me see, can I get him? Can I get divine love, light, and truth from a neutral place? Any positivity left? No, he's gone negative too. Is he 100% negative, lost connection to the divine? I mean, after being in so many contracts and making so many negative choices, that's how you lose your connection to the divine, right? So I think that one, I think we can pretty much agree on that one, eh? So 100% negative. Is there anything else I need to know? Okay. I'm feeling that he's got more negative souls that went in there. You know how it is. You're usually one soul in one human body. When you make negative choices and when you make contracts and open yourself up, then you can have other souls coming in. It's like possession. It doesn't sound nice. It's like other souls influencing your incarnation. It's like full possession of other souls. I'm not talking about like entities. That's something different. But souls, they can come in. Like draconians, for example, inside you. Ah, I know it's horrible. But it's all choice, my friends. It's all choice, and we can clear it if we want to, right? Kamala Harris, I'll do her. So let's see the slave matrix number of Joe Biden. Oh, when I tune into him, I'm like, ooh, not a nice energy to tune into. But I'm in the Akashic records, so it's neutral. He's got a high percentage. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing like the highest is 97%. How much does he have? 97% slave matrix, the old Joe. Wow. 97%. Born with 97. Full in the slave matrix, born in and still is. Is he more master or slave? Master, slave. He's slave. Joe Biden is a slave. Wow. Not a master. He's just as much following instructions and he's not very empowered. Doesn't seem like that to me when I see him on TV or whatever, right? 97% negative soul slave. Wow. Where is our world? Where's the consciousness of our people to vote in someone like that, eh? But I don't want to get political. My perspective, you can have a different one, right? We can all have different perspectives and still love each other. Obama, I got Obama right here. Wow. DeSantis. Slave DeFi. Or definition. Okay, Barack Obama. Let's do Obama. I used to like him. Let's see. Be neutral. Close up Joe, yes. Barack Obama, can we do it? Oh, he was a Lyra, blueprint deliverer, but he has a draconian second soul in there. That was a while ago, soul shift. He's got a draconian soul in there. And you know, people I work with, highly conscious starseeds, sometimes have a draconian soul in there too. It can happen to anyone. Doesn't mean you're a really super bad person necessarily. It means you're influenced. You have karmic entanglement with the draconians from a past life or from many past lives. And you're open, you have contracts open, then you're born and boom, the karma comes back in and they can get in. You understand? So if someone has all this negative stuff, well, maybe if they're a slave master, not. But if they have all this negative stuff, doesn't necessarily mean they're super, super bad. It can just be that they're very compromised and disempowered, right? Negative souls can be the evil ones or the affected ones, the subdued ones, the ones who are just disempowered, right? And lost. So let's see. Is it still the case? Is he a negative soul now? He's not 100% negative. Ooh, okay. Not 100% negative. I said he was positive here. What's his percentage of negativity? Is it over 50? It's not over 50%. Ooh, that's interesting. What percentage is it? Percentage negativity. 47% negativity. So interesting. Often people who do very negative stuff are still positive souls, right? They still have a connection to the divine, but they're very compromised, riddled with soul shifts, entities, karma, all that stuff, but they haven't completely cut off their connection. And they can be, I'm not saying he is, but they can be really the most evil ones too, right? Because they've been overtaken, but they still have a connection. They are still attached to creator source. We're just analyzing, my friends. 129 people in the house. You guys are good. What about me, says Vladimir. that's when you have to come to my webinar next week, Saturday, where I will read your guys' slave matrix number. If you want to know your slave matrix number, that's what I've got that webinar for. The link is below. Join, my friends, join. It's going to be amazing. And there's going to be clearing and all that stuff, right? So how do we know? This stuff is really hard to know. You have to be a little bit intuitive, psychic, or do clearings, get some readings done. Ask. It's part of the spiritual journey, my friends. It's part of your spiritual work to know these things. I've been doing this for a long time, and that's all I do. That's why I'm able to know these things, right? Barack Obama, 40% negative. Slave matrix number, yes. Born with how much? Interesting, I'm getting a lower percentage, 37, born with 37%, so he wasn't born with a lot. Does he have less now? No, he doesn't have less. He still has 37%, so he didn't clear his slave matrix, 37%, not very high. That means he's more awake and aware of what he's doing. And my friends, doesn't mean necessarily that you are, I think it can go both ways. If you've purged your slave matrix DNA, you can still make negative choices out of a position of freedom and sovereignty, right? It's very interesting, this stuff. What do you think about Obama? Cool. Yes, you're welcome. Guessing game, yeah, Deepika. Ooh, Cyril Ramaphosa, yeah, Posa. I'm going to write that down. I was going to do that. Cyril. The only thing I watch about him is the iPad video. I lost my iPad. I lost my iPad. You know, from that South African musician who does these memes. It's really hilarious. It's really, really funny. Type in Cyril, I lost my iPad. You'll see it. It's the Kiffness. The Kiffness. He's brilliant. That's the impression I have. We'll do Cyril. Okay, my friends, Cyril. Elna, can you please quickly look up his birth data, because I have everyone's birth data listed here. Can you please look up his birth data, just date of birth and place of birth of Cyril, and then I'll do him next. Ooh, Queen Elizabeth II. Miss Draconian ruler of the world queen. Do we have to check her? Let's do it out of interest. Let's do it out of interest while you're looking that up for me. Okay. Oh yeah, and you guys can start looking up Putin's stuff and writing it in the chat, because I need that. Birth data, full name, birth data, place of birth, so I can do it more accurately. Do you guys think this is accurate? I'm just a human as well, partially. So take this all with a grain of salt. This is my frame of reference. I'm trying to be accurate, but there's no guarantees. All right. So let me just quickly write something here. Are you getting me the numbers? Okay. Get me that information and we'll do Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. Closing everyone else's records, please. Queen Elizabeth. Can we get her? I've been in her record. Ooh. 100% pure draconian blueprint, my friends. Can you hear what I'm saying? I'm speaking very low. 100% draconian blueprint. Oh yeah, we know that story. We know that story. I analyzed the whole royal family's Starseed Origins. I'll do that as the next video, guys. It's so interesting to see who they all are. Very surprising too. Can I get Queen Elizabeth? Are we in? Are we in? Can I get that number? Draconian, yes. Negative. Consciously aware of who she is, yes. Does she have Annunaki Slave Matrix? No, she doesn't. The dream spell has been lifted? Yes. She doesn't have it. So is she an Anunnaki slave or master? No, she's a draconian master. Yes. So she has nothing with the Anunnaki in her. It's a different blueprint. She has such a powerful draconian blueprint that she probably chose her body completely free and open of all that stuff so she can be her own slave master. Draconian slave master. It's a little bit different with the draconians. I don't know what they have. Maybe that's the thing. You guys let me know. You guys let me know. Interesting. What can be said about the draconians, how they rule the world, what kind of influence they have over us. It's not a black magic dream spell. It's not a DNA manipulation. It's something else. Maybe we can check that out in another video. Huh? That's the kind of work that I do in my courses. So we go and channel that type of stuff. It's really cool. So yeah, pure draconian, pure master of her own kind. That's what she is. But I knew that already. That's not a surprise. Smash the like button, my friends. Yeah, 113 people watching, 51 likes. Smash the like. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Oh, here we go. Putin. I got it. Vladimir. Thank you guys. Vladimirovich. I know that there are very, very diverse opinions about who he is and what he's doing. And sometimes what you do doesn't reflect necessarily of who you are. And just like, because we're talking, my human doesn't really like him a lot. But then I didn't like Trump either in the beginning. I don't know. When I look at Putin, I mean, if you look at him, look at his picture, look at his face, look at his energy, do you think he has a super positive, wonderful energy? I don't know. Doesn't seem like that to me, my friends. I'm not saying what's going on is what the mainstream media says it's going on. We know about the labs. We know about what's been going on we know what's going on in Ukraine and what's hidden there. We know this. We've heard all that stuff, right? But let's do this. Oh gosh, someone wrote it in Russian. Ooh. 7th October 1952. It's going to be a long live stream, my friends. Sorry for you guys who are like up at 2 a.m. You guys are awesome. So awesome. Queen Rania. Oh, Queen Rania. Is that the new Canadian one? We got some Queen followers here. Solid, said Adam. Is he? Is he solid? You think? You see? That's where it's interesting to take a step back. He hasn't been around for long on the world scene. How much do we really know about him? It was different with Trump, probably. But Putin, it's tricky. And we get influenced by what people say, what YouTubers say, what spiritual people say, what QAnon says, right? I know a lot of you guys are QAnoners. I'm not anything, just so you know. I'm nothing. I am just a me. I'm Natasha. I'm Natasha. Starseed walking on this earth. Putin is against the cabal. It does seem like it, doesn't it? Where was he born? Where was he born? Thank you for the Cyril one. Interesting. Queen Rania. You guys are cool. All right. Russian. Okay, I don't think I need him. Oh, Princess Di. Princess Di, yeah. She wasn't bad. Okay, I don't need his birthplace. Can I get some information about Putin? I think I never did his Starseed Origin, did I? Did I do his Starseed Origin? Shall we do his Starseed Origin right now? Putin? I think I never did it properly, did I? He's made a deal to be the boogeyman. You see, it's complicated. So, Putin, let's do it properly. Starseed Origin. Can I get a gauge? I'm just going to do it properly. I have a chart here. I like to check it. professionally. Let me see if I have enough battery for this. Yes, battery is full. Can I get a Starseed Origin main expression, please? Oh, how interesting. Are we here with Vladimir Putin? Are we in? Are we reading his public record? Divine love, light, and truth, please. Are we correct? Can we get a correct reading on him? Come on, correct reading. Yes, thank you. So, one of those, okay. Interesting. Ooh, Earth. He's an Earth system soul. He's from Earth. Putin. From the Earth system. Including Polaris. Polaris is kind of part of the Earth system. So he is an Earth system soul. Let me see from what planet he's from. Earth, Venus, Mars, Mercury? No. No, where is he from? Get ready. Oh my gosh. Starseed Origin, Annunaki, Nibiru. He is an Anunnaki. Oh my gosh. But there are negative and positive Anunnakis. You know that? There are. They very, very rarely incarnate. And he's a weird one. Look at him. He's like very unusual. It was difficult to read him. He's an Anunnaki. Putin is. Did he switch sides? Did he not? Why is he now playing this game? Oh my gosh. You guys, I am flabbergasted. Anunnaki. And my friends, when I read Starseed Origins, I read Starseed Origins. This is something that I know how to do. This is something where I am spot on always. I'm telling you, not to say that I'm 100% correct always, but this is what I do. What do you say, Anunnaki? Maybe that's why he knows how to play the game. That's, oh, the clone thingies, We always have to talk about the clone thingies. That's, I don't know. That's a different perspective, reality timeline that I am not in. I'm reading the originals. My dear QAnon people here, or where do you get that from? I know all the YouTubers who talk about this stuff, and I don't resonate with all of them, but I'm not saying they're wrong either. My perspective is different, okay? So we're talking about, the thing is with the clones, remember I talked about the imprint in time-space reality? Now I'm going to give you another piece of information that will blow your minds. Right in between here. A famous person who lives a life and makes an imprint in time-space reality of their life. It's open to the public so other people can come in and live that very same life and experience what it was like to be that person. And then are they clones? What are they? What are they? My friends, reality, time, space is a very strange thing. Once you start getting deeply into it, it's like it can blow your mind and drive you crazy. So that's why I'm trying to be like, okay. Anons, not QAnons. I'm sorry. I love you all. The Anons, the QAnons, or the non-Anons. Everybody has their important place. All those people I talk about, all the different truthers, spiritual people, gurus, channelers, every single one has a very important space and place to bring forth information. That's how I see it. So if I joke about it, I'm not putting people down. You know, everybody has their space, even the draconians, apparently. Okay. Thank you. What are my Starseed Origins, Adam? Pleiadian, main expression. Arcturian, second expression. Parallel dimension, cosmic whale, original blueprint. That's what I am. There you go. All right. Just many versions. Vladimir. Is Vladimir a positive soul? Ooh, I'm getting a yes. He's not negative. He has a connection to the divine. Can I get the percentage of negativity right now? Yes, I can. I'm getting a number. Okay. Okay. Divine love, light, and truth, no bias. When you channel this, you got to go there. You got to be like, I don't care what the result is. I just want truth. In that reality, in that most neutral, most truthful information flow. I don't care what, I don't care. Negative, positive, I have no opinion. Can you please give me a percentage? Give me a percentage. Is it over 50%? Is it under 50%? 50%. He's 50% negative exactly and 50% positive. That's what came in. That makes it interesting, doesn't it? Oh, I'm getting another information coming in. Is Putin a line walker? He's a Anunnaki line walker. Oh my goodness. All right. He's a line walker. What are line walkers? Line walkers are souls that can be both. They can be very positive doing light work, but they're also can be very dangerous, and they can go to the other side. They're like, you don't know exactly what they are. You don't know. He's a line walker. I've known line walkers, been friends with them, beautiful, amazing souls, but too much for me, because they can also really go into the dark side. They can do shadow work, and they can be a little bit like a little much, and they can be evil too, but they can do light work. So it's like, that's what I'm getting. That's perhaps why I felt very ambiguous about him. Why I didn't like him much, but I was like, there's something there. Okay. Very interesting, my friends. Half, half. Does that make sense to you, my friends? Even those of you who have very strong political opinions, does it make sense? Please give me a yes or a no. Let me know. 50%. Okay. Anunnaki percentage. Does he have? No, he doesn't. No. No Annunaki Slave Matrix there. If he is an Anunnaki, he's not going to be Slave Matrix number. Now, even with a 0%, he can be a slave master. Is he a slave master? I'm getting a yes. He's a slave master. Anunnaki slave master. But he's a line walker, so it's yes and no. Yes and no. Wow. Yes and no. That's why some can absolutely hate him, some can love him. He does war, but he's trying to free people. It's, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, what's out there in information. Putin. So if you think that he's really evil, you're probably right. If you think he's the liberator, you're probably also right. Does that help us? I think it does. I think it does. You see, that's why sometimes it's good to be neutral, because there are different sides of the coin of certain things. So very interesting, very, very interesting. And you know, with these line walkers, I have the feeling you don't know where they stand 100%. You just don't know where they stand. I think there's like there's a huge, like there's a lot behind this. There's a lot behind the scenes of what's happening energetically from a starseed perspective. And I think, interesting. And I think the Anunnaki, certain soul groups, this is what I'm getting right now. The Anunnaki don't like to be part of that. They want to do their own thing. They're like positive or negative. They don't want to be influenced. They're like a strong kind of outsider type thing that want to do their own thing and not be involved in too many councils and all that type of stuff. So I feel that he is kind of like that. I feel that Trump is different because he's Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. So those starseeds or those people are often very much involved in different councils and different, you know, greater plans. But I feel Anunnaki, they're very separate. They do their own thing. So you don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. He play like cats, that resonates. Depends on his mood. Liberator in his own way. He's playing the boogeyman. Makes sense. Thank you. What is Putin's purpose in this lifetime? You see, that's something that is too hidden for me to read in the Akashic records. Remember, I'm reading the public profile, something you can see, but I can't go in. And people's purpose, that's not something I channel from the Akashic records necessarily. If I work with people, your own purpose is what you have to evolve and develop for yourself. It's something that I don't read. And for him, I don't know if I could, if I wanted to even, but I think that goes beyond my ethics as an Akashic records reader. So, hello, good morning. Oh, the Chinese person, yeah. But I think there was something above that I promised to do. Oh, that was the South African one. Let me see, where do I have that? Elon Musk. Oh, Elon is another one of those. Woo! People love him, people hate him. I'm very on the fence about Elon Musk. More negative though. Elon, okay. I think I have Elon Musk here somewhere. Let me see, 1 second. Yes, I have Elon here. I have Bill Gates. Do we have to do Bill Gates? Do we? I mean, come on. I have feelings too about some of these people. Okay. I promised the South African president first. Let me see, where is he? Then we'll do Tesla. I don't want to make it too long, guys, either. How long are we on already? I can't see the time. There's a chicken here. Do you want me to read? Are you a slave matrix chicken? Huh? No, you're not. Oh, he's eating flowers. Oh, so cute. So cute. Do you guys want to see? Hello. Yes. Yes. There. Can you see? Can you guys see where I am? Look at this. I'm staying with my paradise family. This is where I'm staying, my friends. Look at that. That's the tree I was talking about. Isn't that amazing? And I have this little house to myself. They're hosting me just because they want to. This is the house I'm staying in. Okay. Amazing, huh? Yes, this chicken always comes, it always comes, sticks around me. This beautiful little chicken. It helps me. Animals all have their roles. Okay. You should be teaching this at a university. I know, isn't it? Isn't it? Queen Rania. Thank you so much, Adam. You guys are amazing. Putin has been replaced. Okay. The clone thing, yes. Oh, Cyril, here we go. South Africa. I'm going to write that down here. South Africa. We're going to do Cyril. Sorry, guys, if this is a little bit long, but I see you're still here. 141 watching. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. I'm talking about South Africa's president and the chicken is going, wah, wah. Cyril Ramaphosa. Born 17th November 1952 in Soweto. I have a little bit of an idea about him, but let's see. Close everything. Can I tune into Cyril Ramaphosa, please? Yes, thank you. Can I get his information? In truth, please, in truth. Did we do a Starseed Origins ever? I don't think we did. Let me check. I remember him a little bit, how he looks. Let me see. Can we get the Starseed Origins? Okay. He's also Earth. He's Earth, Cyril is. An Earth soul. Let me see where he comes from. Earth. He's from Earth, Gaia. He's an Earther soul, not a Starseed. Which is not a bad thing, huh? We have many, many Earth souls here. Remember that Boris Johnson is also an Earther soul. Earth soul. Is he Earth soul all the way? All the way Earth. We probably should have Earth souls as leaders, if they're a little more enlightened. From Earth, for Earth. Nah. Okay. Earth soul, very interesting. Do you guys know him? What do you think? Do you agree? Do you guys agree? Chicken agrees. Okay. Adam, South African president is a scaredy chicken. He's something else. Watch that iPad video. It's hilarious. Okay. Further soul. Positive. Negative soul. He's a negative soul. Ooh, okay. A negative soul. There we go. Negative earther soul. Doesn't surprise me though. I feel like more disempowered than anything. Actively working for the cabal. Actively, consciously working for the cabal? No. No. All right. Does he have slave matrix? Yes. I mean, he's the president here, right? From South Africa, where it all came from. Slave matrix? Yes. What's the percentage? Is it a high percentage? 98%? I thought that's not even possible. 97, I thought, was the max. 98% slave matrix. Wow. Okay. 98%. They took one more percentage of his normal DNA. Wow. That's some bloodline karma there. He was born with the same and he still has it. Master or slave? Is he a master? He's a slave, no master. So he's under the spell and operating under the slave matrix spell with 1% more than is almost even possible. So he's absolutely following orders, 100%, obedience code, 100%, man, from what is possible. Well, 101% from what is possible. What do you guys think? Very interesting. Okay, let's do a few more. Let's go fast so we can get a few more done. Let's do it fast. Let's do it fast. Thoughts on pandemic 2? They're gonna keep trying. They're gonna keep trying. Elon, Kim Jong-un. Okay, let's do some more of those types of people, okay? Oh, Xi Jinping, President of the Chinese Republic. I got him right here. So I have no opinion right now. I mean, I have opinions on China and countries and how people are being treated, but let's go. Okay, closing down. Cyril. Can we get a read on Xi Jinping? Can we get the starseed origin of him? I wish I could see a picture of him. I'm just going to quickly pull up a picture, okay, guys? Oh, wow, you're not surprised, you guys. Chicken, what did you miss? You missed a whole bunch, Yorujin. I'm just going to look up a picture of Xi Jinping. Do you like these types of work? This is like a work session. This is like a work session, my friends. Oh, there he is. I see his picture. Okay. Since 2012. Ooh, 2013. I see his picture here. I see the picture. Oh, there's Biden's picture beside him. I wonder why that is. And there's Putin as well. And Saudi Arabia. Everyone who's shaking hands with. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm neutral, okay? Sometimes strange and wondrous things happen. Wait a second, I lost you guys. Where are you? We're still here. Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, can we get a read on starseed origin of Xi Jinping? Not an earth soul. Interesting. He's a parallel dimension soul. He comes from the parallel dimensions. Okay, from another universe completely. Interesting. All right. They can be very, very powerful souls. They can be positive or negative, right? Parallel dimension soul. Okay. Does he have any other soul shifts in there? Is he a positive soul? He still has connection to the divine. He has positivity. Wow, very interesting. You like these kinds of sessions. Yay! Pooh Bear, he loves honey. Yeah, we will. So he does have connection to the divine. Okay. How much percent is he? Does he have a negative percentage? That's high. Is it over 50% negative? If someone is over 50% negative in my frame of reference, they're on a path of being lost or evil. Like it's extreme. It's like I count it as karma or blocks or negativity upon the soul. And it cuts off your connection to the divine more and more and more. And then you're on a trajectory. Over 50% is a strong trajectory to either being very disempowered or very negative, right? So he's 51%, no, over 50%. We didn't get the number yet. Over 60, over 70, over 80, no. Is the number 79? 79% negative. Xi Jinping. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. 79% negative. Okay. High percentage of negativity. I feel that China is more draconian oriented than Anunnaki. I feel that the draconians are stronger there, but it could be a mix. You know, all the dragons, the Chinese dragons, I feel there's a lot of draconian based negativity there in China. In the governments, you know, I talk about the governments, those who rule, right? Doesn't mean that we can't love the Chinese people, and there are very good people there. It's like that in every country, my friends, right? I love every country, but we know that the world is ruled by mainly negatives, but we don't care because we are starseeds. Okay. Parallel dimension soul, 79% negative. Okay, I'm getting a yes. I just ask, are there any other souls and soul shifts and stuff in there? He's influenced. Draconian, yeah, he's got some draconian influence in there. I feel it's like more than one soul, is it? More than one, more than two, more than three, more than four. Is it six? He's got 6 draconian souls influencing his incarnation. Okay, that's a lot of contracts made, a lot of stuff, a lot. Ooh, okay. I mean, we hear what's been going on there even recently. It's all very negative. So yeah, but are you guys surprised that there's still positivity? But it's often like that. It's often like that people are not 100% negative, right? But very negative. Annunaki Slave Matrix, yes. Yes, he has a percentage. What's the Annunaki Slave Matrix percentage? High percentage. Over 60, over 70, over 80, over 90, over 90, over 95. Is it 96? Is it 90, 97? He's got the full slave matrix in place. Interesting. Wow. Very interesting. Probably, if you look at a country, how it's run, how corrupt it is, what they're doing, there's probably a correlation between these numbers. And if you just look at that country, 97% slave matrix. Now the question is, master or slave? Slave. Is he a slave? No, master. Slave master. Slave master with draconian soul shifts. Interesting combinations. So I guess in the leaders of the world who are running countries which are very oppressed, I think they probably have to have a mix of both. like to really get it all, to get all the negative energies. Wow. Oh, damn, says Brooke. Ooh, oh, of course, Trudeau. I, I guess I just don't even want to think about that man. Ooh, all right, let's do it. Of course, we got to do Trudeau. Sigh, big sigh. Okay. So now we know the absolute slave master with 6 draconian soul shifts in there, about 79% positive. Some people like him. Maybe they see that part in him that's not completely negative, right? All right, so there we go. Trudeau, of course we got to do Trudeau. I don't think I have his birth data here. Do I even need it? Trudeau. Why don't I have him here? Why is he not here? I think I was doing this around election time in the US. That's why I was, here we have him. Here we have him. Justin Pierre James Trudeau. Let's do it, my friends. Xi Jinping tells Joe and Justin what to do over there. Well, he tells the South African one what to do, I guess. Ooh, okay. Justin Trudeau, sad, sad. You know that I analyzed him like 3-4 years ago? He's a Mentakan, and that's one of the most positive star seeds. That's why he's so shiny and, well, he used to be. You guys maybe weren't aware of how he was when he started to become prime minister. But he's a Mentakan soul. He was a positive Mentakan soul at that point, but they can all go bad. So is there any other starseed origin to add? Yes. Oh, does it mean he has a soul shift in there now? Yes. I'm trying not to be biased, but I mean, we've seen what's been happening in the world. I don't think that's being biased, is it? So Mintaka is still true. The Mintakans, Mintaka is the 3rd star in the belt of Orion. Artuvia, the star, Mintaka, the world. No, Artuvia, the world, Mintaka, the star. Okay, it's called the star in the constellation of Orion, and it's the world of light. That's where the mermaids come from. Can you imagine Justin the mermaid, the merman, gone bad? Okay, he's got a soul shift. Just one? Yeah, just one. What is that soul shift in there? So another soul influencing him. One, just one. Is that a draconian one? Yeah, he's got a Draco in there, just like Hillary. Got a Draco in. The thing is, the Anunnaki don't like to incarnate. It's very rare, and they don't go in as secondary souls. They do like more like mind control. They do control from far away. They're not, you don't see them walking around. That's why I was so surprised that Putin is an Anunnaki. It's very rare. I've seen some or heard of some worked. I've never had a client who was one, but they do exist, but very rarely. That's why you won't see everyone as an Anunnaki. You might think or feel they are because of the Anunnaki energy, slave matrix control, mind control system. But you're not going to find them as souls incarnated in human bodies much. More as the masters, maybe at a very high level. Those who just joined, I talked about Putin. Very interesting case. So Justin's got a Draco in there. And that must have come. Did it come semi-recently? Yeah, it came recently. Not when I did the reading 3-4 years ago. Wasn't in there yet. Okay, percentage negativity. Is he 100% negative? Wow. I don't think I've ever met a Mentakan who's 100%. He's gone to the dark side, man. He's gone to the dark side. 100% negative. Yes, he is. If you look at his face now versus 3 years ago, it's a completely different energy. Not to say he didn't always go on that trajectory, right? And his father, we've heard some stuff about him from the truthers, haven't we? 100% negative. Justin, what have you done? What have you done? Why did you let yourself be corrupted like this. Come on. Taking this beautiful country, the beautiful Canadians, making them do all these things. What have you done? 100% negative. He is. Antaka. Slave matrix, yes. Percentage. Percentage. High percentage. High percentage. Wow. Over 50, over 60, over 70. Can you guys guess? Over 80, over 90, 97. Full slave matrix. Boom, is on Justin. He must have been born with it because he can't, yeah, he was born with it. I thought he was different. Wow. Oh my goodness. 97% slave matrix. Do you think he's a master or a slave? What do you think? Draco, I mean, the ones that we've looked at, the negative ones, they're 97%. They've got draconian soul shifts in there. So it's like the slave matrix plus the draconian soul influence. That's heavy, man. That's like full on. That's full on. I guess you have to have that to be able to be a leader and to make choices that are so negative and oppressive. Like no soul in its right mind would do that, would be so evil. They wouldn't. No starseed would be so evil. Not even a negative one, I don't think. They have to have this combination of full-on slave matrix plus draconian souls influencing them and possessing them. How sad. Justin, are you a slave master? Oh, look, I didn't even look at the pendulum. No. Are you a slave? He's a slave matrix slave, full on. Like you can see it in his face. He's like, he's lost. He's so lost. He's a full on slave. How sad is that? Full on slave. So you were right. You said they're being told what to do by Xi Jinping. Wow. All right. Let's see. My friends, how long have we been here? We can't go on for hours and hours. Huh? Some of you want to sleep. We've almost been here for 2 hours. Okay. Draco possession slave. Isn't that horrifying? Oh gosh. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. We've got to get rid of these people, my friends. We have to. He sold his soul. No, he is a slave. That means he's not really empowered. He's not empowered. He's doing it from a position of absolute fear and he's just a puppet. In other words, he's a puppet. The slaves at the top are puppets out of fear. Boris is a complete puppet. He wasn't a negative soul, but he's a complete puppet. I knew this then. He's like just doing everything out of fear. All right. So who else? Let's do 1 or 2 more and then we have to end it. We can continue at some other point maybe. Hi, stranger. Deborah. Hello. Okay. You see, Ben, you asked, is P. Trudeau a draconian? That's the thing. Once they have a possession of a draconian, once they have... Let's see what happens to this video, by the way, my friends. Will YouTube keep it or will they delete it? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you see, that's the thing. If someone has a draconian soul shift inside, like a possession, a influence, then that energy comes out and you can confuse them with the draconian because they are in that moment. If you have 2 souls inhabiting one body, then you are that. Then you shift from being only, let's say, a Mintakan to a draconian, and then they take over like this. So in the end, you become that. So you are right in the end, right? But it's not the designated soul. That's how it works. Interesting, isn't it? Let's do 1 or 2 more, and then we can't have a 3-hour live stream here on YouTube. Who will watch it afterwards? It's too long. Who did we want to do? Who did we want to do? I know there's lots of people that you said, let's do Elon Musk. And you know what? No, I won't do him. I'm going to do a whole video on Elon Musk and Mars. Because we did a session in my Starseed Origins course. We did a session where we analyzed Elon Musk very deeply to see where he's going and what he's doing. And that deserves a whole video. It deserves a full video, my friends. Let's see, one or two more. One or two more. Ghosts. Ghost friends. What do you think about having ghost friends? Not a good idea. Oprah. Jeff Bezos. Wow. Big Daddy Jupiter. I mean, some of those people, let's do them. Let's go quick. Let's go quick. Okay. Let's go quick. Elon. You really want to do Oprah? Bill Gates. Let's just see. We know Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a Virgo soul, right? I already know that. That means a very positive starseed that evokes trust, but gone negative. Bill Clinton. Not Clinton. Bill Clinton. We should do him too. I have him here as well. Bill Gates. Gates. Bill Gates. Are we going to do Bill Gates? Can we get this? Yes. I got George Soros here as well. Mark Zuckerberg. Ooh. But you know what? We'll do another video with some of those other people. We're doing more like world leaders, but we'll do another video about those other very influential people. Bill Gates. Can we get Bill Gates? Close everything else, please. Let's tune in. Speaker, is that true? Yeah. Virgo. Draconian soul shifts. Of course, he's got the Dracos in there as well. How many? I think he didn't have one last time. He sold his soul over and over, big time. More than one, more than two, more than three. He's got three. He's got three in there. 3 Draconians in there, Mr. Gates. What do you think? Do you think he's a master? Or he's a slave? I think I know. Let's see. Let's see. Very deceptive man, that one is. Negative. He's negative now. Negative soul, 100%? Of course. We knew that one, didn't we? He's done some very, he's got a lot of influence. He's putting a lot of influence in the world. Wow, I'm kind of like tuning into him. Maybe you can tell I'm like, wow, getting a very creepy feeling. Wow. And some people still think that he's a philanthropist and doing good for the world. Many people believe this. Huh? Negative 100%. Okay, starting to feel sick here. Stay neutral, Natasha. Don't feel the energy, just go into the record. Let's go into the record. Ooh, okay. I'm just getting some very interesting visions here. Give me a second. Annunaki Slave Matrix? No, he doesn't have it. No. Slave Master? Oh yeah, big time Slave Master. That means he's completely consciously awake Slave Master. That one is, I saw it. And I saw him like in a very strange vision, like kind of like a whitish kind of face, and a lot of other ones in the world who are also Annunaki Slave Masters with no matrix. They're completely awake, aware, just pure. They've, through their contracts, turned into pure, consciously awake and aware negative evil souls. They can't even lie to themselves anymore. But the thing is, the 3D aspect of them sometimes has so many programs and things running that they can still kind of go into that they still believe that it's good that they're doing, but I think he's given it up. He knows. He's pure slave master. And I see a network of them, actually. I'm seeing a network of them in my mind around the world, right? It's like a not a very nice picture that I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Yeah. So, wow, Pope Francis. There's a lot of Annunaki slave masters, I feel. Not of Starseed origin Anunnaki, but they are they have gone to that side and they're working directly with the Anunnaki energies, right? And with the Anunnaki. And I guess the Draconians too. So I guess there is a very interesting type of collaboration between them, even though I believe they don't like each other very much. And if one turns the back, the other would stab it. I feel that's the case. But I think in order to rule the world and in order to really subdue humanity, I think they have kind of coordinated with the draconian souls that are able to incarnate in human bodies. They do, right? We do have a relatively high percentage of draconian souls incarnate, so draconians walking on the earth, souls that go into human bodies as a second or third or fourth soul as an influence, and the Anunnaki with their black magic spells and with like more like remote kind of control. I think that is like the combination that's kind of coming out, what I'm seeing. Do you guys think so? To try to control us, which they're not succeeding in. Only the ones who have a high percentage of slave matrix. I think I actually wrote down, I channeled the promedia of slave matrix upon humanity. Let me get that number, okay? Let me get that number. So I'll be back, sorry guys. I'll tell you what humanity has as a slave matrix number. I'm going to be right back. I'm back. I had it written down. Wow, my friends. Okay. Slave matrix DNA of humanity, 82.3%. 82.3%. Humanity as a collective has that obedience code in their DNA, 82.3%. That's a lot. That means over 400,000 years through bloodline, through making positive choices, through awakening, they have managed to take off about 15%. Reduce it 15% only, right? So that's very interesting. So humanity has a long way to go, but you can purge it. You can take it off immediately. Sorry, there's the camera's in the sun right now. Okay, that's better. Sun is shining. So humanity has a very high percentage, my friends. And we need to get that number down, obviously. So that's why It makes sense if you think about how many people just want to be told what to do. They're just complying. I mean, how many % of people are vaxxed? In what country or in the world, right? Does that correlate a little bit, my friends? Again, not judging if you have made that choice out of consciousness or out of whatever reason. Okay, not judging, but I feel what's happening right now, in general, there's always exceptions. There's always exceptions of highly conscious people making choices, not out of fear, not out of compliance, but out of other reasons, right? Which I totally understand. But what's happening now in the world is a test, right? For us to see. I think those who rule the world are testing us, have tested us to see how compliant we are, how easy it is to really imprison, subdue, coerce, and oppress humanity and make humanity do exactly what they want. It's a test. And I think the results have been mixed. They see that there is a huge portion of humanity, even if it's a small percentage, that are very resistant, that will never comply. But the greater part of humanity does comply. I think 82%, around 80% of humanity is complying, I feel. But we are awakening, and that's why we do this type of work. Shine our light, speak our truth, right? To help raise the vibration so others can more easily awaken as well and start throwing off that slave matrix. I think that's all I can do right now. Like Bill Gates, that just got me like, boom, wow, right? So can you have a reading like this? Oh, well, I'm not really doing personal readings anymore much, but like I mentioned before, I am offering a webinar where I will read everyone's individual slave matrix number. Actually, next Friday, I'm already starting now. Next Friday, as a bonus to the slave matrix clearing webinar and starseed activation webinar, as a bonus, I'm going to go into every single one of yours Akashic record and read your slave matrix number. I might do something like that for the Starseed Origins and the most important ones to a webinar in the future, because yeah, I know that everyone wants to know. So if you guys sign up for next Saturday, then you will have your slave matrix number read and the slave matrix cleared in a very special session. I'm still channeling different guides, light codes, because it's a conscious choice you have to make. You have to be aware, wow, I do have my DNA locked up a little bit under that spell, maybe still, you know, through my karmic bloodline, but I can open it and I can purge it, clear it, unlock my starseed DNA and start to make empowered choices every day. In the end, it's up to your choice. You don't even need a clearing, basically. If you make empowered choices every single day, then it's the automatic way of ascension, the automatic way of clearing your karma, your blocks, everything, the bloodline karma, the slave matrix. Through making positive, empowered choices every single day, that's how we clear stuff. That's how we ascend. That's how we transform, even without the clearing. But the clearing helps. It helps. Elon Musk, I can't anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm like, that's it. That's it. I can't do it anymore. We'll have to continue it, okay? We'll continue it. Maybe we'll do another live one, and this time I'll go over the chat of the people that you wanted. I'll write them down, and maybe I'll do it ahead of time so I can just give you the results. Boom, boom, boom. But I wanted you to be part of this process with me to see how we can do this together, hey? So there we go. So write it down. I'll go over that. I'll go over it. Albert Einstein. Elon is an Alpha Centaurian. No, he's not. I already did him. Elon Musk. Very interesting. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all being here. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned. Maybe in a couple of days, we'll continue this. I promise to do a royal family starseed reading result. I got those results in. We did that in my course, right? And yeah, I'll see you very soon next week. and sign up for that webinar. I don't do those very often, these types of webinars. And when I do a webinar, my friends, those who've been in one, it's like super powerful, clearing, light codes, hypnosis, visualization. There's always so much extra stuff in there that is like so empowering, right? So I can just invite you to that. The link is below the video, right? Because I don't do them often. I haven't done one for 3 months and it's live. Okay, so come and join me. Thank you so much, everybody. Love you all. Thank you for putting up with my technical difficulties. For next time, hopefully I'll be better set up. All right, let's see what you're saying. Thank you so much, Daniel, Mary, Ruby, Luna, Sharon, Brooke, Isabel, Firefly, Adam. Can you do Adam Dorson, says Adam. Miss my live sessions. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. All right. I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Adios. Let's see how I can even end this. I don't even know. Where can I end this? Let me see where I can end this. Live streaming. Oh, here we are. Live. See how I can end this. Don't even know how I can end it. Very interesting. We'll just keep live streaming forever. That's funny. I have to go into the studio. I've been messing around with all of this. Okay. Have to go to Zoom, I think, and stop the live stream there. And